It was only a matter of time before we got here. If you know anything about A Verb and if you know anything about Swamp, they was on a collision course from day one. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody? This is Temperature Check. I am your host as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. How y'all doing? And I wouldn't be who I am if I ain't do what I do. So shout out to my brand news and my day ones. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and of course, make sure you copy that Temperature Check apparel. But A Verb versus Swamp. The back and forth has been going down in the spaces on social media, on a platform for the last couple weeks now. If you've been pretty much since, honestly, pretty much been going on since the whole Kid Chaos battle. You know what I'm saying? We from South Carolina, we from the Carolina movement. Shout out my brother Kid Chaos. Shout out my brother Swamp. Before we get into this, let me do this. Y'all gotta salute to Swamp, man. Y'all know if you go back, you know what I'm saying, let the record reflect. When I first popped outside when it comes to this media thing, one of the biggest things I talked about was Swamp. And at that point in time, he was a rising star in the URL. That was up until the COVID era happened. Now, mind you, at the start of the COVID era, he was literally supposed to be battling Rock in a one-rounder. He literally was supposed to be battling Rock in a one-rounder. He, at that point in time, he was where Easy is now. Facts. He was exactly where Easy is now. However, couple bad performances, a couple plates that were long overdue, i.e. the T-top. And last year, I think Swamp was at a crossroads. In his career where he wanted to go with it. He wasn't necessarily getting the battles that he felt like he deserved when he wanted them. The politics of just battle rap, because we all know that there's, you know what I'm saying, it's different. This is not, oh, you want to battle me? Oh, you want to battle me? Money on the floor, set it up. It ain't like that. It's a business. It's a business to this, and it got to make sense from a business aspect. But 2022, Swamp been dummy outside. Swamp has turned the page, no pun intended, but he's turned the page on his career, on his projection in the battle rap. He's put himself right back to where he was pre-COVID. He's put himself right back in the discussion of not only champion of the year, but one of the brightest new stars in battle rap. Just going through his year, again, champion of the year coming up, everybody talking about it. You got names like Shotgun Suge, you got names like Rum Nitty, you got names like Danny Miners, A-Ward. But boy, that man Swamp from the 843 is right in the thick of it when it comes to champion of the year. Let's run down this year real quick. So the Ultimate Madness tournament, he got Shotgun Suge, he got Rum Nitty, he got Fonz, he got JC, he bodied B Dot, or not B Dot, he bodied Dot, battled Tay-Rock, Summer Madness. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people got him beaten. I was in the building. I had him beating Rock, respectfully. He just beat Arsenal. So his resume for 2022 is crazy. But someone else who also been cooking, even though y'all don't really want to acknowledge it, is A Verb. Now, Verb is a little bit different. Verb been around. But if you watch my previous videos about Swamp, and I make the analogy why I was such a supporter of Swamp, it was because a lot of his similarities in his career, he looked like a young A Verb, walking your own path, no battle rap group, doing things your way, putting on for your home city, your region, your state first, saying F everybody. No one liked Swamp's delivery. Everyone said he needed to speed up his punches. He needed to do this to his style. He needed to do that to his style. But authentically staying himself and being consistent catapulted his resume to where he is right now, and arguably in the running for champion of the year. But again, Verb been on the warpath with all you boys from the Carolinas since the chaos thing. Now I see the back and forth. Now, if you don't know what happened between A Verb and Kid Chaos and the Light Work is a recorded battle. It is a recorded battle, 90-second rounds. And it is recorded. So during the recording of the Kid Chaos and A Verb battle, A Verb gets sick. They have to redo the takes. They have to redo the footage. Footage drops. Everybody got, or I ain't gonna say everybody, majority got Verb winning the battle when the footage drops. So then you go to the last card they just had, the volume card. Verb is going at it with Chef Trez. He's going at it with None, telling them that y'all bottom of the card. Like y'all ain't moving. Y'all ain't really moving the culture. Y'all cool. Y'all nice. Y'all ain't Verb though. Y'all ain't Beezy though. That's what he's saying. And so then when you see what Verb just did coming off that stage with Shotgun Suge, he got a reason to talk. 2022, Verb has a reason to talk whether y'all like it or not. If you break it down, he beat Head Ice respectfully. Yes, he lost the easy, but I had him getting around. A lot of y'all say he wasn't gonna get around. I had him getting around, and the third would have been closer. I think if his round would have been a little bit longer. Got passed up out of there. KCJ battle, bad business. KCJ beating everybody. Swamp and Verb lost to KCJ. See the similarities? Verb and Swamp both lost to KCJ. Look, it's starting to make sense. Already, I'm just putting the pieces of the puzzle together. Then you also got Verb battling Hollow on Summer Madness. Although one rounder a good battle in itself. And then you got the Shotgun Suge battle. Definitely battle of the night. One of the battles of the year. I'm not gonna hold you. So Verb been cooking too. So to see them going back and forth at this point, to me, it makes sense. Now, there's a backstory when Swamp first got into the URL. Verb knows a star when he sees a star. He knows potential when he sees potential. He's been around. He's seen the game. He knows the game. So he reached out to Swamp, wanted to get Swamp a part of his team for Midnight Madness. Again, Swamp walking his walk, man. We from South Carolina, standing up for it. I see this Carolina coalition. Wait a minute. I see the Carolina coalition. What is this? Briz, T-Top, Swamp, and Kid Chaos. What's going on with that? Let's talk about this Carolina coalition that's going on and starting to formulate. Let's definitely keep our eye on that. Briz, what you doing? But back on subject. This battle, again, the back and forth in the spaces. You got Swamp doing, what he does with the promos and the videos. He got somebody that's a Verb looking like they're getting a show in done with the dreads. Nasty work. Verb is alluding to somebody in Champion of the Year having an admiration for furry creatures. I ain't saying who, again, he on the warpath right now. The thing about Verb, Hitman Holla said it himself. Don't nobody know Verb better than Hitman Holla. Hitman Holla said Verb will literally spray the car up. He don't care if it's men, women, children involved. Everybody can get his. He don't care. I think this battle got to happen top of 2023, man. I think it is now becoming a grudge match. It now is a grudge match. I think Verb has found a new way to represent himself in battle rap when it comes to this Champion of the Year. Whether y'all like it or not, Verb is on the list for Champion of the Year. Verb is on the list for Champion of the Year. Now, where he falls, that's solely up to the judges. But I know for damn sure you're not going to get past 10 names, 12. You're not going to get past 10, 12 names in battle rap before you get the Verb in 2022. You can't. It's going to be impossible. I'm letting you know right now. Now, Verb also said that the URL contacted him about battling Swamp. And Swamp said he didn't want to take the battle. This is what I'll say, Swamp. I get it. Because we've seen this story before, Swamp. We've seen you take a battle that maybe you lost interest in because the wait was so long before the battle actually happened, i.e. T-Top, and it wasn't one of your best performances. It wasn't. So there is a level of protecting your brand. And Swamp becoming he becoming a top tier in his own right. He becoming a shot caller in his own right. He's gonna get to He's starting to get to the point where he can say no to certain battles and yes to certain battles. Why? Because his stock is high. He know y'all want to see him. He know y'all want to see him. So he's saying, I ain't got to take this battle right now just because Verb wants it, which is true. But I would say this. Volume 11 coming. Smack Volume 11 is on the way. And that, if it's in January and DNA and Kid Chaos is supposed to be going down on that, oh, yeah, give me Verb and Swamp. Give me Verb and Swamp. And the thing is, them Midwest and them St. Louis Cardinal caps are starting to stir, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. As a big of a fan as I am of Swamp, and I picked him against Tay-Rock. I picked him when everybody else said he couldn't beat Tay-Rock. I said I'm going down with this shit. But I also got to realize who actually got me in the battle rap. I got to realize who the first person I ever seen battle was, and that was that man Verb. And for me to say that he was the first person that I saw when I first got introduced in the battle rap, and I can still say that he is relevant in 2022. That is nothing to turn your nose up to one bit. But I'm interested to see what y'all think about this battle. What do y'all think about Verb and Swamp going down? And do y'all want to see it in the small room, in the big, or on a big stage? I like this small room. I like the bag that Verb was in for Shotgun Shook. The level of focus, I hadn't seen that level of focus from Verb since Mook, since Lux. It was really that for him with that Shotgun Shook. And I feel like this Swamp battle aligns perfectly with that as well. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Where do y'all have Swamp with Champion of the Year? Is he your Champion of the Year for 2022? Again, Rum Nitty going crazy, Fonz going crazy. A-War had a good year. Shotgun Shook had an amazing year. It's a lot of names. But don't forget, you can't leave that boy Verb off of that. He did that then. He did that now. This is Temperature Check. I am your host as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And you know the motto. We ain't just getting started because we been here.